free trial system. And this version of the free trial system will be the first time that we have our free trial users going
So
through
guys, so
the new
welcome back. My name is
outskirts maps.
Caballero, and
So,
right now
We've been
I'm
showing those on the.
playing
We've
Yeah.
had great screenshots on the weekly
Shaun of
updates,
the Avatar
and
while
we've had
I'm
some sneak
watching
peeks on
the
the live stream
yeah.
too.
community
We'll
live
be
stream,
having our trial users
and
going through
I'm
those.
going to watch
And
it.
so
I'm
we're
not
very
going to
excited.
show
We're getting
you
a
guys
lot of great data out of that.
the live
And
stream.
also,
You can go to
not next week, but the week after, we'll
twitch.tv/Shroud of
have
the Avatar to watch
release
the live
42 going
stream.
out. And release
So
42,
while I'm watching the
we've
live
done
stream, I'm going to
polish
do
passes
some
across all
mining.
3 starter
There you go.
maps.
I'm in
So
Elysium
that's going
mines,
to be even
and
better
I'm going to do
user
some
experience. And the free trial will actually be
mining.
going on
And I'm
for
going to
almost the
mine
first full week
gold
of
and silver
part
ores. So
42.
that is what
Yeah, we've got
those
that
are
until
the
May 31st,
May
which
31st.
happens to be the summer
or
telethon.
metals
Correct. So speaking of
that
that first
you
week,
can get
we have
from
our summer
Elysium
telethon
mines.
on the 31st, where we'll be doing a
So the reason
12-hour
why
live
I'm
stream.
watching the
So
community
lots of
live
this,
stream today is
lots of
because
questions and
I
answers.
want to
Speaking of that, I
what do you call
got
this?
all the we had
I
our
want to
postmortem on Tuesday
take
this
a
week,
quick look.
for release
Take a look
41,
at
where we
the
answered a bunch of
new.
questions, gave out prizes, and
Take a look at the
all the questions
new.
that we didn't get a
What do you
chance
call
to
this?
answer, I posted on the
Inn.
forums,
Okay.
for yesterday.
The new inn or hotel that is going to be released in R42. So R42 is happening a couple of weeks from now. So right now we have Starr and the community manager Garriott. Okay, of course, prizes. Another good reason to watch the community live stream is the prizes. Unfortunately, I've never won anything.
To give one away?
Okay, so they are giving one away.
Give away an ornate backpack.
Ah, okay. I already have one of those ornate backpack.
And I see a 2X there, so I think we're giving away 2.
Okay, so 2 backpack. So Dark Star or Portalarium is going to give away a couple of backpacks. Ornate backpacks, not the crafted backpack. In fact, the crafted backpack looks really nice. If you can't afford the ornate backpack, you can always buy the crafted backpack. The price of the crafted backpack is like 50 to 100 gold. 150. 50 to 150 because I saw some vendors that are selling the backpack, the crafted backpack for 150.
Starr, and that's Starr, I think, right?
Yeah, 2 R. I thought for sure you were going to say mustache.
Yeah.
No, Starr.
Yeah, all right, we'll do that.
All right.
So we'll give that a few minutes. Exclamation Starr, 2 R's, both Discord and Twitch.
Okay, exclamation Starr. So I have to do.
PM me, Barrick, on Discord, your account name and what you want.
There you go.
Remember.
That is kind of annoying because I have to what do you call this?
The same thing. We won't be able to award it, and
I have to go to Discord and type exclamation Starr.
So it's the jingle. 5 questions. I've been working on it. Is that good?
Should have had a hutch.
I've been doing. Yeah? Okay, so you haven't done it.
And look at that, everyone is typing
So far, I've only just been saying
exclamation point Starr. So everyone wants to win
It's fine. Let's go to the question.
an ornate
Let's see,
backpack.
this week, please explain the differences between a house deed and property deed, as well as place anywhere and player-owned town deed types. Oh, so a very simple question.
Yep, it's a very simple question. Even I can answer that.
All right, so first of all, the difference between a house deed and a property deed. Okay, so a property deed or a lot deed is a deed that gives you the ability to claim a piece of land in the game. So in the game, there are various places in the world that are pieces of land that are various sizes, there's row, village, town, city, keep, and castle size pieces of land in towns all over the game. And you can, in order for you to claim ownership of this piece of land, you need a lot deed. And you need a lot deed that is at least as big as the piece of land you're trying to claim. And that is a property or a lot deed. So that is a lot deed. And then once
Yep,
you
that
have
is a lot.
claimed a piece of property, if you want a house to appear on that piece of property, you need a house deed. And that house is what you use to show the house on your piece of property. So that's the difference between a property deed and a house deed. Now, property deeds come basically in two types. There's a place anywhere deed and a player-owned town deed.
No, there are like
Place
4 types,
anywhere
Darkstar.
deed can be
The
used
place anywhere, the
as in
POT,
name in
and
plural,
the
anywhere
tax-free,
player-owned
and
town,
tax-free POT, and the tax-free
NPC
place
town,
anywhere. So
what
basically
we
like
call
4
player-owned
types.
towns, which are not, they don't have any story elements in them or any NPCs that relate to the story, but they're not player-owned. And that's what a place anywhere deed. So those are the most flexible. But a player-owned town deed can only be used inside of a player-owned town. That's the difference. So hopefully that was clear as mud. And if you need more explanation, and we have all of this outlined in our frequently asked questions. But again, if you ever have any questions about these kinds of things, please feel free to post questions in the forums. Our community will jump in and answer them generally as quickly as you will post them. If we will also answer them again. We will happily answer these questions, and so will the community. But that's the general outline of what those things are. All right, next question. How to get to Sultan when a player misses the caravan to Sultan from High Vale? All right, wow, that is quite a trek. So the trek from High Vale to Sultan. So High Vale is basically on the opposite side of Novia from Sultan. So High Vale is on near the western coast of Novia, kind of in the mountains. Actually, it's not on the coast, it's in the mountains in the western section of Novia. It's kind of actually right in the middle of the western quadrant of Novia. And in order to get to Sultan from there, you kind of have to go east by southeast. And you're going to have to go through.
So I guess they're going to do some Q&A, questions and answers, before showing us the new house that is going to be released in R42. It's an inn.
Yes, and so
So because it's an inn, it'll have like a lot of rooms that you can use to rent to other avatars. So that is what I'm looking forward in seeing in this community live stream.
Great way to do that. Okay. All right. Where to train? Next question. Where to train utility and free attack modes? And follow up to that, should all trainers be able to unlock these items for new players? Great question. And that exposed a bug that we just discovered. So thank you for asking this question. So the utility and free attack modes. So utility, you start the game, you only have access to your combat bar, and you have to go to a trainer to get your utility bar. And currently, the only people who can teach you to get your utility bar are adventure trainers. But in release 42, we are adding that ability to crafting trainers, and what we also discovered is that master trainers, who should theoretically be able to train everything, don't actually teach you to the utility bar right now. So they're also going to get this ability. So right now, crafting trainers don't teach this, and neither do master trainers, but that's going to get added in release 42. And free attack, Free attack currently is you can only learn that from adventure trainers. And again, for whatever reason, we forgot to put that on master trainers. That'll be fixed in release 42. All right.
Actually, before you get to the next question here, good recommendations here. Somebody said recommend people to teleport scrolls instead. I don't know if that would work. Get around teleport scrolls.
Yeah, you can use a teleport scroll, but you have to have marked it to a location first. So that
have to have been there.
That works, but you have to have been there first. So.
Okay. And Baron Dracus, instead of Soda Map, there should be a pre-recorded message from Starr that gives you personal directions.
Yes, well, a wax cylinder. All right. Let's see. Confusion between recipes and patterns. In addition, how do patterns work? Do they get a pattern back after using it? Also, are eternal patterns reusable? It seems that the impression is that eternal patterns can be reused. However, all right. So, real quick, recipes are the blueprint that allows you to make an item. So, a recipe is the recipe that lets you make a sword or a piece of furniture or a potion. So a pattern is different from a recipe. A pattern is the ability to take something and reshape it into something that is the exact same kind of item, it just looks different. So say I have a one-handed sword, but I want to make it look different. So I want to make it look like a katana or a scimitar. Then I would take a katana pattern and apply that to a one-handed sword using a
By the way, guys, katanas are very rare. Okay, I've been killing a lot of even cultist champions. They carry katanas, and I've only gotten like 3 katanas, and then you'll need to have like a lot of katanas, hundreds of katanas, and salvage them to get like maybe 1 or 2 patterns. So getting a pattern is very rare, and then katanas are very rare. So good luck in getting. Well, I've seen some patterns for katanas, and they cost really high. So good luck in getting one. I do have like 3 katanas already. I believe, yep, 3. But I'm not going to salvage them yet. I'm going to wait until I have a lot more before I start salvaging them for patterns.
The best way
also, I can sell them.
to track progress in the game are we put out a weekly update every week on Friday near the end of the day, sometimes as early as the middle of the day, but almost most of the time it's at the end of the day. But every week on Friday we put out an update that includes updates on, like, here's the maps we're working on, here's some creatures that we're working on, here's some weapons. Here's that comes out every week. And then once a month we put out our update, a monthly update that comes out on the last Thursday of the month. That update, the day before on Wednesday, we put out a list, a post that lists everything that goes into that update. So it's that post is anywhere between 15 to 20 something pages long. That's incredibly detailed about all the things that are going to go in that update. And then once a quarter, we put out a schedule update about everything that's going to be coming up in the next 3 months. So those are kind of the best ways to get updates about the game. And then on a semi-regular basis, every other Tuesday or so, Chris has what are like Tech Talk Tuesdays, where he does time with goes into deep dives about technology. So those are the 5 questions. And so now Michael Hutchison, aka Hutch, who's our lead artist, he's gonna run through one of the newest homes we've built. And while he's doing that,
okay, so this is the part that I'm waiting for. Okay, so I want to check out the new home. It's an inn, it's a new building, so let's go and listen. Again, you can watch the video, the live stream in twitch.tv / Shroud of the Avatar. You won't see the live stream in this video, just my avatar playing, or my avatar.
Everyone cross their fingers, because we do our best to stay on schedule, but sometimes things move in and out of our schedule, and if we do our best to make sure it works that way, but sometimes if something's not ready or we think it's going to be not balanced enough or not polished enough, we'll hold it for a release. But our current plan, and we're going to do our best to stick to it, is release 43. The new rent system is going to come online, and so the rent system, as we mentioned in the sneak peek, is going to work in really any building, and it's an expansion of our current permission system that is going to be expanded, so you'll be able to do permissions on individual doors within a building. And so what we've done is to expand upon that system and really optimize it. We built this building, which we're calling the Wooden Plaster Village Inn. And so maybe Hutch will pull back a little bit so we can sort of get a really kind of nice building, and it's using our our Tudor wooden plaster design, and so it's a building that's and the reason when we say it's sort of optimized for the rent system,
so it's like a village house.
Is it's got lots of doors in it. That's kind of the fundamental thing, and lots of doors and rooms in it, and Hutch will run in now. The general layout of the place is, we kind of tried to think of it as a traditional inn, where the bottom floor is kind of the common area. Now, Hutch has decorated this space already. It won't come like this, including the bar area the bar doesn't exist. I'm pushing my hand towards the screen and I'm pointing at things that you can't see me pointing at, but imagine that I'm pointing at the bar. That bar is actually a placed decoration, which is one of the I believe that's one of the craftable bars that you can make in the game. But we actually experimented at one point with having this be built in, but we decided that we'd rather have players have the flexibility to put the bar wherever they wanted. So really the only defined space in this bottom floor is the stairwell and this one room off to the left here, which is kind of like we call the kitchen, but really that could also be where the innkeeper lives, or it could actually be an extra rentable room. Now, again, the way the rent system is going to work is you're going to be able to define who has access to each individual room on an individual basis. So you're going to be able to click on one of these doors, and you're going to be able to define, just like before, where you would be able to click on the for sale sign, and you'd be able to add and subtract people and set permissions levels. Well, now you're going to be able to do that with the doors themselves, and so that's how this system is going to work, and then to make for payment system, that's why we're also going to be simultaneously launching the mail system, because that way you're going to be able to set prices with people, and you're going to be able to say, okay, just mail me. Mail is going to allow you. I see somebody saying, oh my God, this has to be town size. It's huge. No, trust me, this fits on a village lot. This is actually the village size.
Yeah, with a little bit of space left over for a narrow fence. So
yeah.
It fills pretty much the extent of the village size.
Speaking of the outdoors area, we have a question from Redfish. Will the rent system will be usable anywhere outside of these buildings?
Yeah, and so to be clear, the rent system is not focused on specific buildings. The rent system works on any door. So you don't have to buy this in to use the rent system in the game. The rent system works. You can literally go to any door inside any building that you own already, and you can set permissions. So any building that you already own, the house you already live in right now, if it has a door, if it already has a room with a door in it, you can go to that room when this system you could go when this system goes live. You can go click on that door and say, I now give permission for Barrick to live there.
What about basements? I like living in basements, so would I be able to do that?
If the basements have doors in them, it has to have a doors.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the one requirement. It has to have a door. Okay. So just to continue the tour here. So we have the kitchen. There's a little broom closet, we call it, underneath the stairwell. So this is the bottom floor. This is the tavern area or the common area. And then if we go upstairs, we'll get to the second floor, or in Europe this would be the first floor. And then this is the first set of rooms. So there are five rooms per floor. And we spaced out each room with basically enough room to put a bed, a few pieces of furniture, some storage containers like chests or chest of drawers, and some lights.
So here's a room that just has a couple furnishings in it, so you can get a sense of the scale of each room.
And as you can see, they're and again, we were pretty. It's funny that you guys I was seeing the comments of like, oh my God, it's so big, that has to be town size. We actually had the same kind of reaction when we built this, and we actually saw the size of the rooms themselves. Like we were like, oh wow, like the rooms turned out much bigger than we thought they were going to be. Like, we thought they were going to end up having to be way smaller than they are, but you can see they're actually quite big, much bigger than we thought they would be. So.
Well, related to that, Liz the Wiz has a question about what you can put within your room. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Can hatches also be included?
Bottom floor.
Well,
right.
You mean like a basement? No, not the basement is still only the owner can place a basement hatch. Only the owner of the property. So individual renters aren't going to be able to place a basement hatch.
Okay, and a weird follow-up to that one, Menchie, good one, Menchie. Can you rent out an outhouse?
Can you rent an outhouse?
It has a door.
That's an interesting. No, so decorations don't count. The doors have to be part of an actual home. Yeah, so doors on decorations don't count. Yeah. So and then are we on the? Are we? This is
the first flight out.
Yeah.
So this is the second floor.
Yeah.
This particular house has 2 more floors above it, so it has a third floor. They're all identical layout of rooms, identical sizes of rooms in this particular house. We have plans to do different types of inns and different layouts and different sizes and different structures with different characters, and maybe some of them will have suites. But in this particular first pass, all of the rooms are the same size, so there's no, some of them have like one window, but the ones on the front will have 2 windows on this particular house. Yeah. But otherwise, they're all the same.
Yep.
And so that's the third floor, and just to prove that I'm not lying, here's the fourth floor.
Yep.
Which is the top floor, and there's a little landing here at the stairwell windows.
Yep. So as we get closer to release 43 and we start finishing up all the implementation for the rent system, and hopefully we'll get at least one more inn-type building, and we start testing all this, we'll have a lot more details about how the system's working. We have just now started doing the coding on this, so some Some of the details are a little, purposely we're keeping vague until we can get into implementation and we start working on this. But we'll have a lot more details that we can offer you guys. But hopefully, we're really excited by this, especially also the mail system. Because let me talk about the mail system real quick too. So the mail system is going to be able to allow players to both send messages and packages to each other, and those packages you'll be able to send one item at a time. An item can be a stack of things, or it could be a single item. The cost to send something will be based on the weight. You'll also the mail will be able to be received in 2 locations. There'll be mailboxes in every bank, and also you'll be able to place a mailbox on your property. And also, if we can go back outside, and we can, I don't know if you have any. Oh, you do have outdoor deco.
There's a few, a couple chairs.
Oh, but that won't show the.
What do you want to see?
The edge of the property. If we move something, will it show yeah. So someone was asking to see the edge of the property. So it does fill up most of the lot, but we wanted to give, for this particular building, we wanted to give players as many rooms as possible to maximize, because it's designed to be an inn. But again, to emphasize, this building is designed to be an inn, but you can use the rent system in any building. But anyway, going back to mail, so you'll be able to place mailboxes on your property, or you can get mail at banks. So there you go. And again, we'll have more information about mail as we get closer. We're actually hoping to get receiving mail, so system messages from things like vendor auctions and sales and things like that, done in release 42, and then the full ability to send messages and things like that and send packages for release 43. So those are the goals. And I think we're now going to have Damon show off some VFX work that he did last release with Granis. So thank you, everybody, and hope you enjoyed the sneak peek of.
Okay, so that ended the first look at the first inn or hotel, something like that. Unfortunately, Darkstar only talked about the rent system. Well, it's supposed to work like the the lot system for POTs, player-owned towns, but he didn't show it. He didn't show how it would work. Maybe it's not yet implemented in this demo, but at least we got a look at the first inn. It's very simple. I was looking forward to seeing more, but this one is good. But I'm not going to buy it yet. Because the reason for that is because I'm sure they will release much more better looking inn than this one. This one is very plain, very generic looking. But if you are excited for it, you can. I'm sure many people will buy it in R42. Hopefully there is a crafted, what do you call this, a crafted version, because that might be that might become popular, because people wants to give other avatars living space either for free or with payment. Okay.
So more on outhouses later, folks. We're done showing the inn now. If you have questions, as I was saying,
Oh, by the way, Darkstar also talked about the mail system, and one of the features is that avatars will be able to send packages. So if you watch a few of my live stream, you saw me delivering goods to a buyer, but with the mail system, I'll be able to just send the package to the buyer. Of course, it will sending packages will have it's not free. It will cost gold, I believe, and the cost depends on the weight of the package. So the bigger the package, the goods, the bigger the heavier the goods, the higher the cost to send it.
Telethon on May 31st from noon to midnight. Yes, that's 12 hours long. It's going to be 12 hours of answering questions as well. So we'll try to get to those questions there, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So more on that later. Damon.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
What do you go by in the forums?
I haven't
post in the forums.
really been posting in the forums.
Now we're gonna get like some thread that's gonna be.
Okay, so I guess Barrick's now introducing a new member, of the developer team of Portalarium. So let's go and listen. Again, I'm not going to show you guys the video. You can go to twitch.tv/Shroud of the Avatar. You can watch my
Mostly I've been focusing almost exclusively on VFX, by which we mean soft effects like lightning, smoke, fire, explosion.
Okay, so I guess they will show us some new special effects. So special effects is always good. Like this one.
Yeah, we can show it.
So I love the ignite weapon effect on weapons. Look at that. It's eye candy.
Let's see if we can give ourselves. So I recently redid the Ring of Fire effect. So let's
while you're finding that,
have a
why
look at
don't
that.
go ahead and set up and get used to whatever you need to on this setup. Let's give away another set of prizes here. We gave away the ornate backpack too earlier. That was cool.
Okay, so another set of prizes. Hope I win. I never won.
Per cloak of your choice. So there are
Okay, so now giving a sigil
and crafting
cloak, sigil for cloak.
This does not include the Dark Star or the Lord British ones. Just the combat, magic, and crafting. One of those three, sigil for cloaks of your choice. If you're in Discord or Twitch, doesn't matter. Type !cloak. Get a chance to win one. We'll give that a minute.
So just for fun, we'll look at the Ring of Fire effect that we recently redid.
Okay, so I just went to Discord and typed !cloak for a chance to win a sigil for cloak. Okay, so that is also a good prize. It's an add-on store item. You won't get it in game though.
The old one. There's the new one. And yeah, and I won't lie, we appropriated some really nice assets that we bought for some of this stuff.
That lasted quite a while.
But yeah, I think this looks quite a bit better than the one that we had before.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions for Damon here on the fire effects or anything else you see. I think you're out of fire.
I seem to be fizzling.
Got no fire.
I think I'm not very skilled. Let's set my skill levels to
we got a comment on the fire. Sexy. That works. That's
all right.
cool.
So now I'm very skilled apparently, and I'm still fizzling. Here we go. Let's try
fire.
again.
It's tough.
So yeah, so it does some nice things like the cracks sort of spread out from the middle, and we've got some glowing sort of squishy whooshy lava junk there in the middle, and a little bit of heat distortion. Of course, you gotta have some smoke. We've got this little circling.
So the fire effect, Ring of Fire effect looks really nice. But it's still not enough to make me a mage. The effect looks really nice. I'm sure those who are using this skill will enjoy it.
It's a bit of a spoiler. Who said what?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I am notorious for the last live stream. We announced, okay, everybody, type this to win whatever, and then we ended the live stream, and I never gave it out. So let's get back to that backpack and give that out, and I'll select the winners of the. Looks like I'm just writing down. Okay. All right. So winners, real quick here for the backpack. Going back to that. See what I did there? Backpack.
So the winners of the backpacks.
We've got on Twitch Montucia, Montu. Oh, who has bad handwriting? This would be me actually. XIA, I believe. On Twitch, congratulations on winning backpack, and Bobby on Discord.
Ah, look at that, Bobby.
Probably not.
Is that Mr. Bobby? One one of the an avatar that lives in Bladewick.
And Recral.
Okay, so I didn't win a backpack, but congratulations to the winners.
REKRUL_LAUS, and there goes my handwriting again, LAUSAU. Apologies if I got that pronounced terribly, or I spelled it wrong, but I think there's only one of those roughly. Congratulations also on winning a sigil fur cloak of your choice. Please PM Barrick on Discord, or Belly on, that's kind of funny, Belly, I like that. Belly, or Belly maybe, I don't know. Belly. Message me on Barrick on Discord. Let me know your account name and what you won. And for the other winner on Twitch, message Shroud of the Avatar. Same thing.
Okay, I can do it that way.
Okay, I'm done.
We're gonna try.
We got one more set of prizes. We'll do that at the very end.
If this doesn't work,
it's not loading. I guess no.
It seems to be getting stuck 50% of the way through for some reason. So, I suppose what we will do is do it the way that Hutch just recommended.
Alright, we'll give away more prizes. Let's see.
It's always good.
Anybody have any questions about the fire effect? Does that can you turn that into an ice effect too? Like the same symbol or whatever?
Probably that would be a whole new set of stuff, because yeah, that would be a whole new set of textures, whole new set of materials, and
so you just can't go like, okay, instead of fire, ice, boom, done.
No, you gotta totally change all that stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah, and ice should probably have like some nice distortion of like meshes that have distortion so that they look transparent.
Yeah, RPE Zach says stuck on 50%. Wonder what that's like. Witty, I like that. We have, the same concerns and issues you do with the game. We get stuck in the game too. The game crashes for us at times too. That's why we're trying to make it better.
Yes, it is. And yeah, obviously this is game development, so there's going to be a certain amount of
it is early access.
Patience, a certain amount of waiting, a certain amount of frustration.
So we're loading. We're not in the play mode as Unity calls it, I guess, right? That's what you were in is play mode. Now we're in a very dark somewhere. Now
we're gonna hope that this
the
actually
ether
works.
of nothingness. Is it loading?
It's loaded.
Oh, does it need to do something else?
We are going to hope that it tries to run.
It just pops. Like maybe we'll go like, oh, hey, something changed. Look at that.
Okay, it looks like it might actually start.
There it is.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, okay, audio. Yeah, don't worry, guys. We'll turn down the audio here.
I'll just mute it for now.
There you go. Okay.
Make it simple. So this is a bit of a spoiler. So for anybody who doesn't want to have the end of the Path of Courage spoiled for them, you might want to tune out.
Okay, so
So I'm just gonna bring a couple.
so they're showing a spoiler, the ending of the Path of Courage. So, but fortunately, I don't really care much for spoilers. I don't get spoiled. In fact, I like knowing in advance. It gets me more excited to know what I would expect or see at the end. So this is not, but other people do get annoyed by spoilers, which is I don't understand.
Somebody over here across the hall.
It's set knowledge. G_Granus unrestored. So that should have worked if we're lucky. Now let's run in here and make sure that he's feeling sick. So Granus is this Titan who usually doesn't feel very good until you help him out. He's got the Scepter of Dread. This is the Scepter of Dread.
There he is. Yeah, he's kind of hunched over.
And
he needs some water or something.
And so what he doesn't realize until you play through is that this is an artifact that's kind of been messing with his head or messing with his physical health.
Well, I'm not surprised he holds it so close to his head.
And yet, of course, he feels like it's like a
it's like
security
I gotta have it, but it's like poisoning me.
And so we can talk to him, and he'll say stuff, but I'm not going to try to do the whole conversation. Instead, I'll just artificially finish the quest. So here's what happens when that happens. You'll see him transform from kind of old into young and revitalized. So this is the revitalization of Brandis. So we'll set him to restore.
Okay, so this part of this story feels like a scene in Lord of the Rings. Look at that. I don't know. So the scene feels like a scene in Lord of the Rings.
Oh well. So now
He's more than that?
Yeah, he's supposed to rise up off the ground, kind of float, kind of like Dragon Ball Z.
So that's cool. So I guess, and players can go through this right now. They
Yes.
can get to that point. So, not complete spoiler. You'll have to, if you want to see that cool effect, complete the quest yourself.
Let's try that one more time.
We have a question from Montuxia. I think that. Oh yeah, that was one of the winners. Yeah, Montuxia. How do I send my account details to? You're already messaging us. Private message out of the avatar. You got that far. So just what is your character, preferably your account name, the one you log in with. The name. Don't give us your password. Never do that. Or the character will work as well. And just type that, and then type what you won, and that's it. And if you want to know like what is this backpack that we're giving out?
So they're trying to show the transformation from old to young, but they are failing, unfortunately. It's not doing anything. According to the developer, it's the NPC should float and then change, like maybe the scene in Beauty and the Beast, something like that. But it's not happening.
Well, he looks really good, but right now there's obviously a little bug I need to fix, or somebody needs to fix.
He's tired. He just got healed. There's a little. I mean, you get out of bed, you got to take a few minutes before you can start like floating around, right? So I get it. Like, he's cool.
So Berwick is trying to spin it,
Anyway,
but again, it's obviously a bug. So no amount of spinning will fix that bug. So the developer said it will float like in Dragon Ball, and then it will change, and he will transform back to a new guy. But it didn't happen. Obviously, it's a bug.
I don't feel very good sitting animation. But what we did was we used a material blend that is the same kind of a blend that we use to get snow on rocks and to get leaves on the tops of rocks. But in this case, it gets old guy on the front of his face, and actually it wraps all the way around him. And then we kind of gradually blend and turn the snow, or in this case, the old guy, off, and the young guy, you can see the young guy through him. So
that's really cool.
We'll do it one more time.
All right.
And I guess you guys can look forward to actually seeing him animate properly soon.
Cryptomancer says, like me, he needs his coffee. I couldn't agree more. That makes total sense.
Yep. So you give him his coffee, actually, by him giving you that Scepter of Dread. But here he goes. Please take this. And now you have it in your inventory. And then he goes, oh, look, I feel so much better. And then he just starts talking for some reason, coughing and wheezing, which is ironic because he's supposed to feel better now.
Baron Drakus has a question for you. Can you please lobby Chris to make Fireball stuff? The FX for it. Dude, the sentence is a little broke up. Can you make it do damage to everything it hits in the firing path, like a D&D Fireball?
That'll be up to Chris to decide.
Technically, it could be done.
I think the way it works right now is that it only hits one thing and then it damages that thing.
There you go. So whatever's first in line, I guess. I think that was boy. I wish I could get like that sounds like a cheater spell to me. If that happened.
Yeah, it does.
But cool, very cool. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't really prepared to show a whole lot more else than
well,
this.
we're pretty much out of time. So how about we give away that last prize? We have an
Okay, so the last prize is
Orglaive, your choice, and we're gonna give away two, just like we've been doing with
Satyr. What?
Did I say what did I say?
I don't know. You said Satyr something.
Let's go with Ornate Satyr Bardiche. It's French, or it sounds French anyway.
so they're going to give away an ornate weapon.
Or glaive. Either one.
One or the other.
They're both polearms.
Yep.
A pole
And,
arm.
good point
I
to
guess
mention
An
one-
that.
item
Anyways,
from
maybe
the
on
add-on
the
store.
I think they're both one or two handed.
So how do I join?
Go to the add-on store.
Asterisk
check them out there.
pole
Has all the
arm,
details.
maybe?
But that's a good point to mention. I'm gonna have a little more details for everybody next time here, just on that. Okay, if you want to win one of those, type exclamation Damon. How do you spell your name? Hold on, don't type it yet.
D-A-M-O-N.
There you go.
There you go.
And we'll give that a minute.
So hopefully I
Let's
win.
see.
D-A-M-O-N.
There you go.
That's close.
I don't win
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah,
for
there
my
you
goodness.
go. D-A-M-O-N, not like a Damon. He's not an
Yep.
evil Damon.
Yep. Most of you are getting it right now.
There you go. All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, we showed off today the Inn, which is coming up. We're targeting, I believe, R43 for that. We have R42 going live at the end of this month, which is just before the Summer Telethon on May 31st. It'll go live the Thursday before that. Summer Telethon is on Wednesday. Do you have a slot? Have you been asked to speak on the
Not yet.
show or anything?
Not so far.
All right. Well, you can come in and drink with us. We do that all the time too.
I did do that a little bit on the
There
last
you go.
one.
Yeah, gotta do that. So we'll get as many developers in on that as possible, but it's only like 3 weeks away, so that's it's coming up pretty fast. That will be, well, that won't be our next actual live stream. So for the upcoming live streams, we try to do this community live stream where we're showing off something with developer every week or so. Stay tuned. Next Friday we're gonna have another one, and the Friday after that before the actual telethon, and we have the part 2 to finish up of the 3 recent maps or scenes that we've been putting together, putting into the game, and we have some really cool stuff to show you for that 3rd scene. It may be next Friday, it'll be the Friday after that, but we'll get one of those 2 community live streams in, give you a sneak peek of some stuff going into those outskirts scenes before the Summer Telethon, which is going to talk even more about them. It's going to be good. All right, we've got Damon here. Boy, you are popular. Look at this. It's
Yay.
crazy. All right, so we've got, let me do my little scrolling. My little scrolling. All right, Too Cold to Crack. I don't know if that's
So the Barrack is now announcing the winner or
And-
winners.
That's on Twitch, and on Discord, Sweat Hog?
Okay, so I didn't win again.
Is it that?
Anyway, so congratulations to the winners, and I'm going to end this stream now because basically the community live stream is almost over. So hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening to the community live stream. Again, you can watch the video in twitch.tv/Shroud of the Avatar. So again, thank you very much for watching, and see you in Shroud of the Avatar. But wait, by the way, I'm selling like 500 silver ores and 3,000 gold ores in the official Shroud of the Avatar player marketplace. So if you're looking for silver ores and gold ores, go check the player marketplace and check my thread or post about it. If you're interested in buying them, then message me in the forum. Again, also another also. If you're lagging Shroud of the Avatar, then please try using Double T Fast. It's not free, but it has a 14 days free trial, and you can use those 14 days to see if Double T Fast will work for you. Again, try it for 14 days before paying for it. If it didn't work, then you didn't spend anything. So that's it. Play Shroud of the Avatar. The link is in this description of the video. Right now, they're doing a free trial test, so you can play the game for free without spending anything, and you can play for like 20 days. So it started a couple of days ago, and it will end on the end of the month. So again, so that's the final. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in Shroud of the Avatar. Bye bye.